Hello friends and welcome. My name is Conchita and today I am making this beautiful brisket. I will not be cooking this brisket the traditional way. I am going to use my sous vide to cook it for 30 hours. The brisket was 16 pounds, but I just cut it in half because I wanted to try it. I wanted to try making it this way, and let me tell you something. It is the best way of cooking a brisket. And before you cook the brisket, if you think it has a lot of fat, you can go ahead and remove some of the fat. And I'm going to leave mine just the way it is. I'm going to use my favorite meat seasoning to put on top of the meat, but you can go ahead and use whatever you want. You can go ahead and put it on the top, on the sides, and at the bottom. And now we let it rest like for 5 minutes, and I'm going to be using my vacuum sealer to seal the meat using a double bag. Okay, so right now I have the first bag, and you can leave it like this if you want, but I feel more protected if I use 2 bags because the meat is going to be cooking for 30 hours, and I just wanted to make sure that it's nice and protected. Okay, so this is ready right now, but you can go ahead and put it in the freezer if you want to use it for another day so you can have it ready. And the sous vide that I am using today is the Nova system. I have the temperature set up for 155 degrees, and you can go ahead and go higher or lower. It depends on how you want the meat done. So right now it's telling me that this is ready. After you leave the meat inside, you don't touch it anymore. You just leave it alone and you wait until the next day until the time is up. Don't forget to protect your countertop. I am using a cutting board, but you can go ahead and use whatever you want. Remember, you're going to have this for 30 hours. And it doesn't get really hot, but you don't want to mess up your counter. So make sure that you put something at the bottom. I am going to cook the brisket at 250 degrees, and I'm using a smoker. I'm going to leave it there for 2 hours, and then I will be using some apple juice just to spray it. I'm going to be spraying the meat maybe once or twice. And after I cook the meat for 2 hours, I am going to wrap it with butcher paper. And then I'm going to use a thermometer. You want the inside of the meat to be 159 degrees like you see here. This meat is ready to come out. I want you to see where I put the thermometer. It's on the thick side of the meat, okay? It's very important for you to put it on that side. So now this meat is already at 159 degrees, so I'm gonna take it out and I'm going to use my cooler. And the cooler is just to leave the meat inside in there like for an hour and a half or 2 hours just to let it rest before you cut it. And here comes the best part. Now it's time to cut the meat. It's really exciting because the family has been waiting for a long time to be able to cut the meat and taste it. So right now my husband is going to start cutting the meat, and I want you to see the texture of this meat. It is really soft and it's so delicious. I want you to see what he does when he pulls the meat. See, it is super soft, and I'm telling you, this is the best way to cook your brisket if you want to give it a try. Sous vide style is the best way. And this is so funny. I know you guys can't see us behind the camera. Here we are, my kids and I, standing there waiting for my husband to give us a piece, but no, he doesn't want to give us nothing. If you guys want to try to do the brisket this way, you can go ahead and just do half of it like I did today. So you guys can just give it a try, and then the other half, you can make it the traditional way. Okay guys, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me, and I really do hope you guys like this video. And if you do, please don't forget to subscribe. God bless, and I hope I'll see you next time. Adios.